You can see some amazing backgrounds behind you. And we're going to be actually live from Tobago today as well. We've got the lovely Sinicia who's here. So just to go through a couple of options with you, you know about the chat options. So right at the very, very bottom, this is going to be really important for the prizes later. So you need to go into your chat and change it to all panelists and attendees so that you can write to everybody, and then any comments we can all see. If you want to privately message us, panelists, just keep it as all panelists. Okay, so good morning, everybody. Good morning. I think we are good to start. So if I can just introduce everybody first. So top left-hand corner, we've got Stephen. Give us a wave, Stephen.
Hello, hello.
And then we've got Lisa at the far right-hand corner. Give us a wave, Lisa.
Hi from St. Kitts. Hello.
I think everybody knows now.
Yeah, I'm in St. Kitts.
And then we've got Andrew as well.
Hi, I'm in Gatwick.
Okay, so if I can just hand over to, first of all, Stephen, and if you can just tell us about your prize and where you're from.
I represent Tobago. I'm the sales and marketing manager for the Tobago Tourism Agency based in London. This wonderful backdrop here is my office view. Yeah, and today our prize is going to be a wonderful goodie bag full of bits and pieces from Tobago, some authentic and some nice little bits and pieces, nice little useful prizes. And it's all about useful stuff from Tobago. So yes, somebody's going to get a nice little pack from us.
Perfect, thank you, Stephen. Lisa, over to you.
Hi, from the beach in St. Kitts. Hope everybody's well. Good day. Sending you sunshine. Price today will be, I don't know if you can see it, a mango rum, maybe not, but it's real, a mango rum from St. Kitts, and also a goodie bag with lots of other stuff. Stephen mentioned useful. I mean, rum is useful, so I echo his thought, useful stuff. Yeah, for the lucky winner. So hello from St. Kitts.
Brilliant, thank you, Lisa. And Andrew, if you can tell us about your amazing prize.
Absolutely, we're the little brother to Lisa in St. Kitts on Nevis, and we've got an amazing accommodation prize. And in fact, we've got 7 nights for a chance for someone to get a real fabulous taste of Nevis. 3 nights in Oualie Beach, 2 nights at the Montpelier Plantation, and 2 nights at the Four Seasons Resort. And I'll be telling you all about those hotels and later on in the webinar.
Perfect. And just at the far bottom right hand side as well, she's just come back on now. Can you hear us, Sunita? I think she's
I can. Do you want me to introduce her? Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you can just introduce her, please. Yeah.
So, well, on the far right hand corner for me, and you can just see her on the bottom right hand corner there, is Sanisha Douglas. She's the sales and marketing manager from one of our beautiful hotels in Tobago, the Mount Irving Bay Resort. And she will give you a nice little rundown and show you some beautiful rooms and give you the live from Tobago feel. As my backdrop is showing you live from Tobago, you're going to get a double live from Tobago feel. So yeah, that's Sanisha.
Brilliant.
Hi, thank you.
Okay, so we're going to kick off. We're going to start with Lisa. We're going to transport you to St. Kitts. Lisa, over to you.
Yep. Hi, everybody. I'm just going to share screen, set up a little bit, and then you'll be joining me in St. Kitts. So I hope everybody's well. It's a little bit wet today, I understand, in London, but hopefully this webinar, Caribbean Corner, will add some sunshine to your day. Just to introduce myself, I'm Lisa. I handle the marketing for St. Kitts in the UK, tour operators, travel agents, any of our great partners who's been supporting us over the years. My colleague Georgina, she's not on the webinar today with me, but she's here somewhere, and she is the face for travel agents in the UK. So either myself or Georgina will be able to assist you with anything that you need. Any questions, as I'm sure all of you do have at some point, we're available. Just a little greeting from St. Kitts, a short video, 30 seconds, just to give you a little feel, make you feel as if you're actually on island with me. So I think after being how we've all been over the past couple of months, we're all wandering and searching for new experiences. So let your mind wander to St. Kitts. We're in the northern part of the Caribbean with St. Kitts and Nevis, that's the country, independent nation. 3 hours from Miami, 4+ from New York, and 9 hours from London. How to get there? British Airways from London Gatwick. And from North America, American Airlines, Air Canada, and Seabourn are our partners. British Airways, as I said, that's the destination's UK partner. Flights have not resumed as yet, but we expect a date quite soon, and we'll definitely be sending that out to everyone. BA flies into St. Kitts with a short stop in Gatwick. St. Kitts is tagged, short stop in Antigua, sorry. St. Kitts is tagged with Antigua. And of course, you can go through other islands, Barbados, for example, to get to St. Kitts. And of course, Virgin flying from Heathrow to Antigua or Barbados. Once you get to the island, you can access the lounge, the executive lounge, it's a private lounge. Your clients in any cabin that they're staying in, they might want to have land on island in style or depart from the island in style. So the executive lounge really takes care of that. Seamless operation in terms of customs and immigration, and also of course nibbles, etc., as you would expect if you're in a lounge. So any questions that you have about that, we're happy to provide you with more information about that. And that's at an additional cost. And of course, you know, as we all do, normal life, we can arrive by yacht. So there's a super yacht marina on island as well. And that's located in the southeastern end of the island, close to Nevis. And so that's also available if your clients are sailing around the Caribbean and looking for a short stop in another island. Why St. Kitts? It's small. It's 50,000 people, 68 square miles. You can't get much more personal than that. It's unspoiled. We're fairly new to tourism. We're still babies in tourism, which is a good thing. So it's authentic, it's real, it's not crowded. And of course, we're rich in experiences. St. Kitts was actually the first colony for the UK, for Britain. So the ties between St. Kitts and Britain are quite strong. What can you do in St. Kitts? Typical Caribbean island in the sense that we're nature. So we do lots of outdoor experiences, zip line, quad biking on the beach, nature, swimming, diving, catamaran, all the things that you can enjoy in the Caribbean in general. They're in St. Kitts, but just on a smaller scale in terms of number of people. So there are no crowds. So it's really personal to you and based on, you know, small groups and individuals as well. In terms of the unique experiences, these are what we really highlight for you to really connect with the island and really feel as if you're in a different sort of island. So Carabel Batik, for example, that's the last remaining batik factory in the Caribbean, and it's all still done by hand. All the ladies there working by hand to wax and paint and cut and dye, and it's fantastic to look at. You can do food tours of Bastia, the capital. You can do a walking tour of Bastia as well with a local guide. You can do cooking with a local chef. You can do paint and sip. The image at the bottom, that's a local artist, and she's actually teaching you to paint a small souvenir of St. Kitts while you're on island. I mean, that painting was done, I tried to do it. That painting was done in about 3 hours. So you can actually show that you're a budding artist or something in St. Kitts. So quite a nice souvenir to have on the island. So it's really, for us, it's about the authentic experiences that you can have. And of course, the top image, it's about rum tasting. St. Kitts makes quite a variety of rums. And that's also something that's, again, uniquely St. Kitts. Our biggest, or most popular tour, I should say, is the St. Kitts Scenic Railway. St. Kitts was one of the bigger producers of sugar back in the day. And we've upgraded the railway in the north of the island and created a tour that will take you to the north of the island, really sightseeing, places that a taxi driver can't take you, places that, you know, you can't walk to. It's beautiful views, and really just stepping back in time to see the island and hear the commentary about the history of the island. If you're even in St. Kitts just for one day, this is definitely the must-do tour. It's really authentically St. Kitts. More going around the island as you sightsee, all the beaches are public. So any beach that you see, you can go onto. None are privately owned. There are different beaches for different things. So some are great for water sports, some are great for just having secluded picnics, some are great for snorkeling. So really you get the lay of the land as you go around. And as I said, all the beaches are public, so there's no restriction whatsoever to anyone using the beaches for yourself, for your clients, etc. Dining out for us, of course, you can have the 5-star experience in some of the lovely hotels. But of course, we try to recommend the local experience and really putting your feet in the sand, really being outdoors. This image at the top shows you the strip, which is in Frigate Bay, which is literally a strip of beach bars, one after the other, that are open all day and into the evening for authentic food, music, shows, the fire dancer and different things for all the family. So it's really a nice way to really remind yourself that you're in the Caribbean by sitting outdoors, dining outdoors, and liming, as we say, relaxing outdoors while you're visiting. Golfing is a key part of what we offer. There are 2 golf courses in St. Kitts and Nevis, I'm talking now. One is in St. Kitts, the Royal St. Kitts Golf Club, and the other one is in Nevis, run by the Four Seasons. And Andrew, who's coming up next, might talk a little bit about that. So you can actually golf on one island in the morning and go over to Nevis, which is 6 minutes away by boat, and golf in the afternoon in the other one. So it's really 2 islands that you can get in your one holiday. Wedding, romance, you know, what better way but to be in the Caribbean and experience that. For weddings, there's no residency requirement for St. Kitts or for Nevis, actually. So your clients can arrive on one day and get married on the same day, which is probably exhausting. So they can get married the next day. There's no licensed venue requirements either, which makes it quite easy for them to decide on a spot where they want to marry, whether it's the beach, a private villa, catamaran, one of the unique heritage sites. It's really up to them. So it's quite easy and relaxed to get married in St. Kitts. Festivals and events, all 2021 that we're talking right now. So our music festival, which is our pillar festival in June, or St. Kitts and Nevis Restaurant Week, where it's all about food in both islands, or even our national carnival, which is around Christmas and Carnival time, Christmas and New Year's time, end of year. Accommodation, wide variety in both islands. I'll talk specifically about St. Kitts right now, and Andrew will talk about Nevis a little bit later. This is our newest property. It's part of the Hilton Curio collection, the Koi Resort. Beachfront property, families, couples, 102 rooms. There's a penthouse suite, villa, studios, so lovely views. All of the rooms look out to the ocean or the mountains, so it's fantastic views for your clients. And it's only about 10 minutes from the capital, Bastille, so easy to get around. Park Hyatt, that's located on the southern end of the island. All the rooms have a beachfront view, actually looking over to Nevis, which is great. For families, couples, and small groups, there's a kids club that takes care of the children, so the parents really can enjoy their holiday. There's a penthouse suite as well, a villa, lovely restaurants, and non-motorized water sports available for your clients to have. Belmont Farm, this is tucked away in the rainforest in the middle of a 400-acre fruit farm on the northern end of the island, which is about 25 minutes, half an hour from Bastille. Beautiful property, villa and cottage style accommodation, lovely for small groups and also for families. And the ethos of it is sustainable tourism. So it's on the edge of a small fishing village, and it's all about that farm to table and sea to fork experience. So on the farm, they grow what they're cooking. So it's really a fantastic way to remind yourself that you're in the Caribbean. It's really tucked away and lovely property. St. Kitts Marriott, right on the beach. Everybody knows a Marriott product, what it offers, families, couples. This particular property, 90% of the rooms are interconnecting, so it's great for families, especially with young children, groups, so you can be close together, a number of restaurants and pools, etc. And it's right in the middle of Frigate Bay, which is really the area for nightlife and activity, the tourism hotspot, I should say, of the island. So a great location. Royal St. Kitts, family property close to the Marriott. Families, couples, groups. This offers self-catering facilities. So great for those persons who want to have more control, I guess, of their dining experiences. They can cook, they can mix it with dining out. So you have that option and flexibility while you're on holiday. Sugar Bay Club also has kitchen facilities available, self-catering facilities, and this is also located in the Frigate Bay area. So most of the properties are in the Frigate Bay area, the hub of tourism, as I mentioned, with Belmont Farm being located really tucked away in the rainforest, about 25 minutes away. Timothy Beach, this is right on the main beach, Frigate Bay, on the strip, just next to the strip that I mentioned of bars, small property again, walking distance from the golf course, and self-catering facilities. So really a nice mix of properties for you to choose from, whether it's the 5-star properties or on the beach or in the rainforest, stunning views, self-catering or not, the options are there for your clients. Traveling between St. Kitts and Nevis, I'll just mention it, and Andrew will talk a little bit more about, we'll talk a lot more about Nevis. The shortest timing getting between St. Kitts and Nevis is 6 minutes. So really having a twin center holiday is great and so easy and seamless. The clients can take the short water taxi over, or they can take the scenic route, which is what I call it, on the public ferry, going from capital to capital, going from Boston to Charlestown and vice versa. And that's the cheapest way, and it's under an hour, and it's a great way to just coast over or coast between both islands. So in terms of speed, if your clients are starting in Nevis first, then it's 6 minutes. In terms of just maybe going over for a day trip, the public ferry is probably the best option, the most enjoyable option for them. I thought I'd mention as well some of the twin center ideas, because we do have an increasing number of people who are looking to combine different islands, and St. Kitts and Nevis is perfect because you don't have to pack and board a flight again. You're basically just going to another island. You can rent a car in one island, take it over to the other island because of the car ferry on the sea bridge. So you're just, easily moving between the islands. Belmont Farm and Four Seasons Nevis, twin lovely. One is in the rainforest, one is your beachfront property. The Park Hyatt and the Nisbet Plantation also twin quite nicely as well. One is a branded property right on the beach. The other one is also on the beach, but that old former plantation style beachfront property. So quite different, but that's that same high level of service. And then we also have the Timothy Beach Resort and Oualie Beach, 2 3-star properties right on the beach, family owned, intimate, staff that have been with the properties for a long time. So they really get to know you and give you that real personal treatment. So twinning both islands is quite easy. Getting between the islands is quite easy, and it's great for, twin center holiday. Our B2B partners include Azure, Carib Tours, If Only, ITC, all of the companies that I'm sure you already work with, and of course, Gold Medal. We have our online training program, St. Kitts Specialists, where you get lots of information on the island. There are fact sheets that you can download for the various properties. We are told of all the upcoming news on the island. It links also to our St. Kitts Rewards program, where you can earn cash rewards per booking. So, really check out the online specialist program. If you're not yet a St. Kitts Specialist, please do sign up, complete the modules. It's just 4 of them, and you can become a St. Kitts Specialist and have access to all the other information. And of course, our rewards program. That's St. Kitts in a nutshell. I try to keep it in 10 minutes. I can go on and on and on and on and on, but Andrew and Sarah will give me strange eyes. So, I'm Lisa. Georgina is also available. Anything at all that you need, please reach out. We're here to assist wherever we can. Thank you.
That was amazing. Thank you so much, Lisa. Everybody's ranting and raving about the twin centres, for loving what you've done to sort of explain the 2 different options, the rainforest, the beach. So thank you very, very much for doing that. Okay, so now everybody, we're going to transport you to the sister island, or the brother island, the little brother. And Andrew's going to take the lead now and tell you all about Nevis. So thank you, Lisa, and over to you, Andrew.
Brilliant. Oh, God, wait a minute. I just got it. Oh, I've done it. You can see my screen, can't you? Yeah. Sorry, this is the first time I've done any work in 6 months. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to also be talking about Nevis, along with Lisa talking about St. Kitts. St. Kitts is our big sister. And in fact, to get to Nevis is really by going through St. Kitts. So Lisa did tell you about all those options of getting to St. Kitts. And then once you get into St. Kitts, you're met there at the airport. you're then taken on this lovely journey down. I'll show you the next slide, which is absolutely gorgeous. This is the peninsula at the end of St. Kitts. And on one side, you can see you've got the Atlantic, and on the other side, you've got the Caribbean Sea. And I bet you can decide which side is which. And then you go right the way down to the very end, and you board a little speedboat. Now, it might be good to know that the stretch of water between St. Kitts and Nevis is called the Narrows, and it's only 2 miles in length. And that takes all of 6 minutes to go from St. Kitts to Nevis. That's just enough time to drink a cool Carib beer or have a rum punch on that wonderful journey over to the island of Nevis. Now, I don't think there's any a more amazing way to arrive at your destination by speedboat, especially when it's just a short speedboat journey to get you to Nevis. And then once on Nevis, then it's only a very small island. It's only 36 square miles, one road that goes around the entire island. But we are, as Lisa said, a fabulous destination for that twin center. Now, she's already showed you this slide, so you can know how easy it is to get between the two islands, and also how inexpensive it is to get between the two islands. And also you can hire a car on one island and take it on the car ferry over to the other island and drive around as well. So again, and Lisa's already given you a lot of those accommodation options between the two islands. So we are an amazing twin center with little effort to get between the two islands. And what can you do on Nevis itself? As Lisa explained, we were one of the first islands. We were the first islands in the Caribbean to be colonized by the British. So there's a lot of history and culture that dates back then as well. One of the things that you can do when you're on the island is you can pick up one of the Heritage Trail maps. Now there's 25 of these little blue plaques situated across the island. And the fun thing is to either by foot or by bicycle or by car, hire a car, or however you want to do it, is to try and discover all 25 of them and find them throughout the island. This is one which is situated at Nisbet Plantation, which tells you about Horatio Nelson, who married his first wife on the island. Her name was Frances Fanny Nisbet from Nisbet Plantation. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to see if you can discover all 25 areas. Some of them, the oldest hotel in the Caribbean is on the island of Nevis. The Old Cottle Church was the first segregated church in the Caribbean. We've got remnants of different sugar plantations and the hot springs as well. So all out there to be discovered. The other thing that we have is we may not have the beautiful white sand beaches that maybe Antigua or some of the other islands have, but what we do have is lovely little stretches of bays and beaches like this one. But what's amazing about Nevis is just no one is on them. You can pretty much find your own little place to have a picnic for yourself, romantic, couple, or a family picnic. It's wonderful to discover these little special places. The ways to get around by bicycle hire is very big on the island. It would take you a few hours to cycle around the entire island, but we can also put you in touch with people to take you on mountain bike tours to really get off the beaten track and discover. Hiring a car is a great way to do it. The last trip that I took over there is we did a cycle tour through Charlestown, the capital, and that was an amazing way to experience the capital, go to the local market and do that all on bicycle, and that was great fun. You can do the Funky Monkey tours. These are sort of off-road tours where it's more of a booze in the bush tour, they call, because there's a big cooler full of drinks in the back, so you can go off piste and see the real sort of Nevis, get up and close to lots of our flora and fauna. We have so many wild donkeys on the island that roam the island, and there's more monkeys on this island than there are people. The green vervae monkeys, which you see popping up all over the place, and you can just see a lot of the different geography of the islands just by getting off the beaten track. Wherever you go, Nevis Peak dominates in the middle of the island. Whether be sure to keep it on your left or keep it on your right. You always know you're going in the right direction. Nevis Peak is also a source of renewable energy, and it's also a place where you can go and do some walking, some hiking. It's for those of you that are more adventurous and want to do some climbing and hiking, then that's great to do on Nevis Peak. Lisa already mentioned about lots of different festivals and events, and the same thing happens here in Nevis, from triathlons to marathons to the 2-mile swim once a year between St. Kitts and Nevis. The Narrows, remember, was that stretch of water between the two. You can swim that once a year. We have golf tournaments, and Nevis loves the mango. Now, did you know that on the island of Nevis, there's over 40 varieties of mango? I bet you never knew that. And that culminates in our Nevis Mango and Food Festival. Now, this year it was in July. Every year it's in July. This year it became a virtual festival. We're still waiting for the dates and the details for next year, but make sure that's a great opportunity for you to be on the island to take part in that Mango and Food Festival. Now, here's a lot of brands that are very familiar to you throughout the world. I would like to tell you that there's not a single one of those brands on the island of Nevis. Our fast food tends to be this, our beach bars, our laid back style. This is what we call fast food. Nothing's really fast on the island of Nevis. It's all about chilling out and relaxing. Just to go through a few accommodation options with you. The affordable Nevis is staying at Oualie Beach Resort, which is our 3-star property. And this is located on a beach and is a lovely eco-friendly property. Only 20 little rooms here. And this is what you find on our island, is most of the properties are very small, a small scale. Once a week, they have a beach barbecue party here, which people from the island and people from other hotels and villas can come and visit. So that's the Oualie Beach. Then those that like to follow a brand, people, it's nice to know there's a Four Seasons. Now, they've been doing lots of refurb on this property last year and early this year. So there's a lot of new things happening on Four Seasons. Not only do they have rooms, but villas at the property, golf course on the property. And at the end of this amazing stretch of beach is where you find a lot of the local beach bars. So you can still stay in a Four Seasons resort and still go out and about and get a real feel of the local life. In fact, this is the second biggest employer of people on the island, of locals on the island, Four Seasons. So it's a very important resort to us. Now, one of the authentic experiences of staying in Nevis is to stay in one of our many plantation houses, or somewhere like this, Mount Nevis Hotel, which was a former lime plantation, sits on a hill and has the most amazing views overlooking St. Kitts. We've also got the Hermitage Plantation, which has one of the oldest great houses in the Caribbean, dates way back to 1670. It's almost like a museum. Now, I'm telling you about some of these little places. You may not be able to pick them up with tour operators, but these are great places to send your customers to for lunches, for dinners, for going for a drink. And that's why I'm showing them to you. Golden Rock Inn at the foothills of Nevis Peak has the most amazing gardens and is very close to the botanical gardens of Nevis. And this is a great place to go for a lunch or dinner. Montpelier Plantation is well known. Back in 1992, Princess Diana took the 2 boys when she separated from Charles and stayed here and was hiding away from all the paparazzi. And it's a stunning relay and chateau property situated right again in the foothills of Nevis Peak. Nisbet Plantation is a favorite plantation house, one of the only plantation houses in the Caribbean that actually sits on the beach as well. And that's formed of small little rooms with a beautiful, great house for your evening meals. And that's the Avenida de Palms, of the row of palm trees. And that was a former sugar plantation. Hamilton Beach Villas, for those people that like to do villas, and some stunning 5-star villas are our Paradise Beach Villas. So just in closing, I'm just going to show you a short video that was sent to us by Nevis. We're not open at the moment, but we're waiting with bated breath to have you come. And this is a little video that they put together to welcome your guest when they can. So just in closing, just to tell you, we are the authentic Caribbean. We're unspoilt, unpretentious, and unforgettable. Hopefully see you in Nevis.
Amazing. Thank you, Andrew. That was perfect. That's just shown us exactly why you should do Nevis, and especially between centres. You've got two experiences together. So thank you very, very much. Much appreciated. Okay, Stephen, are you going to take us to Tobago?
Hello there. Hopefully, yes. Hopefully, I will give you a little bit of a taste of Tobago. Let me just share my screen first of all.
Are you spinning around, or is that your video that's doing that? Because you're making me a little bit sick.
That is, yeah, I'm not spinning around. No, that's my backdrop. Okie dokie. Oops. I've gone past. Okay, excellent. Now, first of all, I'm only going to be on this for a couple of minutes because I'm just going to give you a little bit of an introduction to the beautiful island of Tobago. And then I'm going to pass on to a friend and colleague who's based over in Tobago, Sanisha Douglas, who works at the Mount Irving Bay Resort, who's going to show you a little bit of Tobago and her beautiful resort. So, without further ado, the top right-hand corner, the first thing I want to point out, the top right-hand corner, you will see a Safe Travels stamp. Now, that is an award presented to destinations by the World Travel and Tourism Council, and it's presented to destinations with health and safety protocols in sync with that organization. If you want to know more about the health and safety protocols and those elements that Tobago have employed, then please go to tobagobeyond.com as on that screen and search for Safe Travels, and it will give you a whole lowdown on what we are doing in this COVID world. So where are we? We are positioned right at the very bottom of the crest of the Caribbean islands. We are the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. But obviously our focus today is on the beautiful island of Tobago. Very, very small, very beautiful, very petite. We actually sit, if you can see from that map, we actually sit underneath the hurricane belt. So we don't get troubled by them on an annual basis. Average temperatures are approximately 30 degrees year round. So we are a year round destination. We only have two seasons. The first half of the year is classed as dry season. The second half is classed as wet season. And when I say wet season, it's not, we don't have monsoons in the Caribbean. As you probably all are aware, it is short, heavy showers, but obviously it's a little bit more humid, a little bit more moist at that time of year. So yes, a wonderful part of the world to visit. And as you can see, we're very close to South America. So for bird life and scuba diving, we are enhanced as a destination for those sort of elements. But as an introduction, getting to the island, both Virgin and British Airways fly direct twice a week, or should I say will hopefully fly direct when they return. Virgin have announced that they've switched their service to depart and fly out of Heathrow, and BA have confirmed or reconfirmed that the service will remain at Gatwick. So that offers all of you guys regional options in getting to Tobago once the services restart. The final map is showing the island itself. Now we are 25 miles by 7 at the widest point. The main spine of the island is pristine, unspoilt rainforest, the oldest protected rainforest in the Western Hemisphere. Now, just as a little bit of a taster, that northern coast here is our Northern Caribbean coast, very similar to what Andrew was pointing at, and then the southern coast here is the Atlantic coast. And as you saw from his image there, it's just a little bit rougher on that southern coast with regards to waves, but on that Northern Caribbean coast, it is gentle, it is beautiful, it is tranquil. The main area for hotels, restaurants, etc., is down in this southern western tip. And this is where you'll find your nightlife. This will find your majority of your restaurants, which means when you travel up, when you travel away from that part of the island, around all of this, it is quiet, it is tranquil. You'll find small little villages which are authentic Caribbean. So I know that some people are claiming, a lot of people are claiming the authenticity of the Caribbean. There's a lot of authentic, beautiful, unspoilt destinations, but Tobago is definitely one of them. Now that little red arrow there that you can see there is actually highlighting and pointing to a particular property, which we will pass over to now. This is all, it was just a little introduction about where we are and how to get there. And the rest of my time, I'm passing over to Sanisha, who will talk about her beautiful, gorgeous resort. So I'm going to stop sharing right now.
Hi,
And
can you hear me?
Yes, indeed.
Hi, I am Sinesia. I'm the Sales and Marketing Manager at Mount Irving Bay Resort in Tobago. I'm just going to give you a quick tour of the resort. So let me flip my camera. Mount Irving Bay Resort is one of the most pristine resorts in Tobago. We are built on a sugar and coconut plantation. So as you can see here in our lobby, you're welcomed by the sugarcane stalks here and our ballet dancer, lovely golden statue. So this is our main lobby that you come in. It's a semi-open concept, and we are known for our award-winning golf course and a 4-star resort. Here we have our Hummingbird Lounge, where you can get specialty teas and coffees. And we will normally host our managers' rum punch party here every week. So you get to meet our general manager and our managers of our other property or other departments. So as it's a total of 154 acres, we have an 18-hole PGA golf course. So whether you're a pro, you just want to learn, we can definitely accommodate that. This is one of our main blocks here. So that is, we have various categories or standard rooms, superiors, and cottages, which I'll be happy to show you as we walk through the property. Here is our pool. We have one large swimming pool that starts at 10 feet and drops to 3 feet. Right now, you'll be so lucky because you'll be the only one at the pool. The backdrop of the pool, here we have our Sugar Mill restaurant. That's our main restaurant that we do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it's the original 18th century sugar mill. It's gorgeous because our bar is built around the sugar mill. Then here we have our swim-up pool bar. So as you can see, you'll again be the only one enjoying our cocktails at the moment. All right, we continue. We have a beautiful garden that surrounds the property because there are a lot of lush manicured spaces. So I'm taking you to one of our rooms, which is our superior rooms. Let me show you. So you have a great view of the pool right here. And we're going into 68. Welcome to one of our superior rooms. When we enter to the right, we have our bath. Our superior rooms would consist of a standing shower with a tub, as you can see here. And then you have
No, the screen's stopped, everybody. I think we've lost connection. She'll get it back in a moment.
Yeah, hopefully she'll get it back in a moment, as that's obviously not the best room to show with the Wi-Fi connection.
Yeah, she's reconnecting. Here we go.
Are you back? Sanisha, you're back. Okay.
yes, perfect. So you can get a peek of, you're seeing well, okay? A peek of the ocean right there.
Yes, we can see.
But we're back now.
These that you see right here are our cottages. Right, so those are our cottages, which I'm going to take you to right now. With the cottages, it's perfect for our long-staying guests who be with us for a week or 2 weeks. Some of the guests.
Sadly, this is the price we have to pay for Wi-Fi connections.
Yeah, it's a problem when you're inside buildings and it's high. Well.
Yeah, and she's walking between.
We'll get
Hopefully it'll connect up again shortly. Yeah.
Oh, that pool. How I wish I could jump in that pool right now. Wow, it looks amazing.
I was on a trip, just so people know, I was on a trip last year, early last year, with a lovely group of agents. And yes, we did indulge that pool on some time off. Oh, we're back again.
Perfect.
Back.
Okay, so I am taking you to our superior cottage.
Please work, because these are beautiful.
Enter. Okay, so you have your storage for your clothing, 2 beds, little desk there again. And the cottage bathrooms are a bit more contemporary, where you'll have a standing shower. Back to the lounge area. So when you're back from sunbathing, you can sit and relax and still have a beautiful view outside. Here you also have a small kitchenette that you can store your fruits during the week, your mini refrigerator, and a sink. This is a view you would have from your room. So there are some lounges outside as well in your patio that you can sit and enjoy the cool evening. And here is the garden walk that you will take to get down to the beach. This is an area that we actually use for weddings, because we also do events, catering, and weddings for small ceremonies between 10 to 125. This is what we call the bamboo hollows. And right in there, we'll have a beautiful backdrop of the salmon tree that you could see behind there. And the bride and groom would be in the center, and their guests would be surrounding them. And here we have again the backdrop of our cottages. Okay. All right, Stephen, I'll hand over to you now.
Thank you very much, Sanisha. That's wonderful. That was incredibly beautiful.
Pleasure.
Okay, well, I will just finish off. I'm not sure what my time scale is. I hope you can all see the screen again. What I'm going to do, if this thing works, which marvel of modern technology, of course it doesn't work. Please bear with me just 1 second, people. I am going to try and share my screen again. Right, so yes, we have our online training program, Tobago 101 Specialist.co.uk. It has just been revamped and just been rewritten. So please, if you've done it before, log in again and do it again. We are off giving away some lovely goodie bag prizes. In fact, the same goodie bag prize that somebody's going to win today, to 5 people randomly next week who complete the course. We also have our rewards program. So when you can start booking again, please, please, please think about Tobago. It is unspoiled, it is untouched, and it is undiscovered. It is a beautiful, beautiful destination. Sarah, do I have the time to just play my video? It's a 2-minute video, or am I done now?
Go for it.
Yeah? Okay. I'm just going to show, after everything I've spoken about and after everything Sanisha's shown you, just imagine. Can you hear it?
No.
Ah.
We can see it now. It's going slow, but we can see it.
You can see it, but you can't hear it. Okay, well, you know, I will talk over the video. It's a shame that you can't hear it because it's local people talking about what they feel about Tobago, how beautiful Tobago is for them as a destination. And yeah, it is, as you can see, incredibly green, incredibly lush, and very friendly as a destination, very safe. It's one of the few places that people can openly say, as single travelers, it's easy and safe for you to travel and get around. Traveling itself is easy. We have a bus service that circumnavigates this island. But for me personally, I always find it so much easier to just hire a car and just bob around. Again, particularly if you're coming away from that southern western area where most of the hotels are, up to explore the island. There are so many Robinson Crusoe experiences you can have, i.e. your own personal, private little beach where it's just be you, your friends, your family, or just you alone, particularly along that northern Caribbean coast. Yeah, it's something to behold and something that you'll never ever forget. So yeah, it's it's very, very easy to get around. Very beautiful, the underwater world as you've just seen, and of course next you're going to see the bioluminescence experience, which is one of those experiences that you will never ever forget. The water lights up, as you can see, as you interact with the water, the plankton in the water. Absolutely mesmerizing, incredibly beautiful, and totally unforgettable. This is dirt oven baking of bread up in the Castara area. We do have festivals and carnivals. This just reminded me, it's actually something slightly different, which reminds me of Sunday school, which is a street party that happens every single Sunday. That particular image wasn't Sunday school. That's just, again, talking about the people, their friendliness and openness. Gorgeous, gorgeous little waterfalls. We have about 5 different waterfalls that you can explore yourself. The most famous one is one we saw in an image earlier on, which was Argyle Falls. But there are another 4 waterfalls that you can actually trek to yourself, and it'll again just be you, your partner, or your little party exploring that particular waterfall. Incredibly beautiful. Yes, she's saying just visit. So yeah, there you go. That's it. I'm not going to stop sharing. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you do want contact details for Mount Irvine, please drop me a line. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Stephen. That video was amazing. It was a little bit slow, but we got to see the everything in the how do you say it?
The bioluminescence experience.
Yeah, wow, that looks amazing. That's something that I'd really love to do. So thank you very much for sharing that with us. Okay. So,
no worries.
It leads us back to the Q&A sessions. So we have got a couple of little questions. I'm just going to see. I think we've lost. Oh no, Lisa's back. Andrew, are you there?
Lisa's back.
Andrew's back as well. What are you holding?
Sorry, he was barking, so I had I had the door closed, and he wouldn't stop barking, so I had to bring him in. This is Zach.
Oh.
Hi, Zach.
Hi, Zach.
Okay, perfect. We've got a couple of questions. So, okay, Jenny's asked, has Timothy Beach been refurbished? I was there many years ago. Great location. So this
yes, it has. There's been work on different categories over the years. I'm not sure how far back, how long ago Jenny has been there, but it has over the years, yes. Showers, studios, different accommodation types in the property has been, yeah.
Super. Darrell's has asked as well, what's the national dish for St. Kitts?
Well, the national dish for St. Kitts and Nevis, it's stewed saltfish, breadfruit, spicy plantain. What else am I missing? Coconut dumplings. So I can send you the recipe. Darrell. Yeah, I'll do that.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Barbara's just asked, is the speedboat price of 120, is it for the boat or per person?
It's the boat. Different boats have different passenger numbers. So one could be 2 to 10 people, another one can be 2 to 50, another 2 to 20, but it's the boat. So it's split between the passengers.
Brilliant. Marguerite has asked, is there an opening date for tourists to St. Kitts and Nevis? And we've already explained, no, not at the moment, but it's coming very, very soon.
Very soon.
Michael wants Andrew to share the Nevis video. So yes, we will arrange, if you can ask Kerry to send that out.
Yeah, we can do
a follow-up tomorrow.
Okay.
So yes, Michael will send that
problem.
over for you. Dowell has asked, what is the best way to get around St. Kitts and Nevis?
A car. As
Yeah.
I think Andrew said it. Andrew, you said it best, yeah?
Car, walking, cycling. St. Kitts is a lot bigger and hillier than Nevis, so it's a bit more of a challenge for St. Kitts. It's probably more hiring a car, which is very easy.
Rental.
Best way. And on Nevis, it would be you can do a fair amount of walking and cycling. But you can do that on both islands. But yeah, I would probably hire car hire the best way.
And then when you hire the car, you can go between both islands because you can use the car ferry that goes between St. Kitts and Nevis. So you can really have your twin center holiday set up.
Brilliant, thank you very much. Dottie's asked, on the 3 islands, are there any all-inclusive?
Not in St. Kitts. Not in St. Kitts, no.
Not in St. Kitts?
No.
Andrew?
No, I mean, Oualie Beach at times does offer an all-inclusive package, but we tend to prefer people to go out and about. There's plenty of places to go and eat out.
And those incredible little huts where you can go and get your fast food was amazing. So yeah, I'd love that experience. And
your national dish that Daryl wants.
Yeah. I'm hungry now. And Stephen, there are all-inclusives in...
We do have a few all-inclusives. I need to ask Sanisha if Mount Irving Bay offer an all-inclusive package, but you know, like the other guys have said, sorry, Sanisha, go on.
Yeah, I was just jumping in. We do have all-inclusive packages, but because it's a boutique hotel, you know, our focus is really on enjoying that local cuisine through our a la carte menus, but we do also have meal plans available. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. We do have all inclusives if people want that sort of package, but we kind of encourage people to just explore and enjoy the island. There's so many wonderful little small boutique little restaurants and street food. I know Andrew's been to Tobago, so he knows that very well. That just eating street food is just absolutely amazing in Tobago. So yeah, that's kind of the answer.
Brilliant. Marguerite has asked for you, Stephen, when is Tobago scheduled to reopen? Have you got a date yet?
No, there's no date. Virgin had initially put in or announced that end of October was their scheduling, which we just don't know. BA haven't put in a scheduled time. Actually, I spoke to someone yesterday at BA, and they thought it might be beginning November, but it's all going to revolve around when the islands is open for business anyway. So at the moment, there's no definitive date. And I would imagine just like St. Kitts and Nevis as a destination, the reality is, the end of the year, if not early into next year, would be the safest bet to look for trying to do business, I'm sorry if I speak for the other destination. They might want it a bit sooner or a bit earlier, but that kind of is what sort of I was thinking.
We wait to hear.
Wait and see.
Patty has asked about the opening, which we've covered, and about the requirements. I would imagine at the moment, without an opening date, the COVID procedures have not been put in place yet. Is that correct, or do I stand corrected?
No, correct. Correct for St. Kitts, yeah.
Perfect.
No,
so,
yeah, that is correct. That is correct for Tobago as well. Yes, but as I said, with regards to the safe travel stamp, there are you can. If you want to, you can investigate the certain aspects that Tobago has taken already with regards to hygiene and procedures. But that's not the final policy with regards to people arriving and enjoying the island as a destination. That's just the procedures that they've taken right now as a destination.
Within, if I can add to what Stephen's saying, within Trinidad and Tobago, we do have domestic travel at the moment. So all protocols are still honored in terms of sanitizing the rooms adequately, having hand sanitizer throughout the resort, wearing your mask in public areas and so forth. But that warm touch is still there. Unfortunately, international travel is still not open as yet. But throughout the properties in Tobago, we do follow the COVID protocols to ensure that our guests have a safe stay, as well as our team would remain safe and healthy here.
Perfect. Carol has asked, does Oualie Beach still have its own scuba diving club?
Yes, it does.
Perfect.
And it has its own little place to hire bicycles as well.
Ah, amazing. Lydia's asked, are the local restaurants well priced on all of the islands? So, Lisa?
Well,
Sorry?
Are the local restaurants priced?
Absolutely. I mean, they're priced really for the local market. So they would definitely suit any international travel coming in. Absolutely. And that's why we really encourage people to go out, because it's so affordable.
And I would second that. It's exactly the same in Tobago. And as I said like 5 minutes ago, that's what we encourage and that's what we advise. Go out, enjoy, explore. It's so reasonably priced and so accessible.
And you can get it all ends of the spectrum. You can get, you know, the 5-star properties and the
exactly
dining restaurants, which are more expensive, that more exclusive experience. And then you can get the street food, as somebody has mentioned, that's the local market, or the beach huts that I mentioned on the strip. So it really depends on, it's a broad spectrum really.
Correct.
Yeah.
You can get meals as inexpensive as $6 or like £5, up to 50 US or 50 pounds. So it's really based on the experience you would like to have.
Perfect.
Then we can, you know, suggest restaurants or street food, etc.
Brilliant. So anything from about $6 upwards for a nice meal. Brilliant. That works.
Yes.
Have you got any plans for fam trips for next year? Is this something you're working on? Famous question.
We don't have any as yet, but it will come for sure. Absolutely. We have to get you back out. We don't want you to forget us.
Absolutely.
Agree.
I did have a trip which was scheduled to go literally the week before lockdown, and unfortunately it didn't go. So I've got some hungry agents waiting desperately to go on my next trip to Tobago. And of course, you know, we're always collating names and collating agents from our training course to go on trips. So yeah, definitely, absolutely. As soon as we are able to safely get agents back to the island, we will be taking them. So 2021.
Brilliant. We've got another question about the price of food, which we've just covered. But Lisa's also asked about drinks. So, like, for example, how much would a beer cost in dollars? In Tanisha, if you're out in a local restaurant, how much would you pay for a beer?
Oh, a beer is cheaper than water. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, you can pay literally like $3.
Yeah.
Less than $3 for a soda. Cocktails, you can probably pay like $5, $4. It's very inexpensive on the island.
Let's see what else we've got. Do you have training courses, Andrew, for Nevis?
No, we don't have an online training course at the moment.
Okay, so
we share our presentations with agents and share the videos as well, but no, at the moment we don't have an online training course.
Okay, perfect. So anybody that has got the training courses will send out they'll send out the links to you anyway, so you can complete them. That wraps up the questions. So thank you very, very much, everybody. I know we've had a few sort of things in chat, and I've been trying to answer as we've gone along. Okay, so we've got the prizes to give away. I did a little bit of a poll earlier just to see which way is the easiest way to do it, and it is the chat option, which you've all voted for. So it was pretty, it was a big average. So we're going to go ahead with the chat. As I say, this is exclusive for the UK agents because it's come from UK allocation and obviously postage as well. These guys are all based in the UK. So who wants to go first? Stephen, do you want to go first? But before you do, let me just recap. So you need to change your chat to all panelists and attendees. And then what we'll do, it will be the fastest finger first. So the first person with the correct answer will win tell us your prize, Stephen.
Oh, fantastic goodie bag. So I can't describe it any more than that. I've actually, yeah, it's a fun-filled pack of goodies.
Brilliant. Okay, so what's your question?
I think Shanisha should actually ask the question. Shanisha.
Tanisha.
Sure, I'll be happy to. So tell me, where was Mount Irving Bay Resort built on? Can't see that.
It's all going a bit crazy.
Oh,
Let's go. Oh, it's all going a bit crazy. Oh.
I think the first
I don't know if I think the first.
The first one was correct.
Sugar and Cocoa Plantation, that is correct. So we have.
Who was the first one with that? Is it Elaine or? I can't see.
We've got Sugar and Cocoa Plantation, which is not correct. Sugar Mill, no. Coconut and Sugar Cane, which is just misspelled it.
Yeah, Cocoa. Oh,
Hayley, look at
there's
that.
Denise Jackson said Sugar and Coconut Plantation. That is correct. I think that's the first.
Is that the first one?
Seeing. You can double check and let me know, but that's the first one that I saw with the correct answer.
So which one?
Sugar and
Coconut Plantation. Denise Jackson.
Denise Jackson. And that's with it correctly spelled.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Correct. Oh. Then the next person was Elaine, but the plantation is a bit messed up.
Perfect.
So there we go.
Yes.
Thank you.
You've won your goodie bag. Okay, Lisa, what's your question, please?
Right. So which UK airline flies into St. Kitts or flew into St. Kitts pre-COVID?
Whoa.
Easy one. Easy.
Tara.
Okay.
Tara. Is that correct answer?
I'm trying to get to the top. Oh gosh, who is? Oh. They're still typing. I can't get to the top.
I've got
Tara. Correct, Tara.
Tara, you've won the rum.
Rum and the goodie bag. Bango rum. Can you see it? Bango rum.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
You can see that. Well done, Tara. Okay, so are you all ready? You've all been practicing now for your fastest fingers first. So now we're gonna, Andrew, tell us what your prize is again.
Okay, so we're giving you a taste of Nevis, a fabulous taste of Nevis with a 7-night stay. It's 3 nights at the Oualie beach, 2 nights at the Montpelier Plantation, and 2 nights at Four Seasons. So it does really give you a wide spectrum of the different accommodations available on the island and in different parts of the island. So it is a wonderful prize. So the question, oh my gosh. What is the 2-mile stretch of water called between Kitts and Nevis?
Wow.
It's crazy before you even finish the question. With an explanation by somebody.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Lydia, is that the correct answer, Andrew? Right.
That is correct, yes. Oh, so that was, yeah. Lydia. Well done to all of you. Gosh, blimey, there's a lot there.
Everybody was
listening. Someone did say 2 miles and 6 minutes by speedboat. It's Karen Goldman, that was very good. But sorry, not a holiday on this occasion. But we'll have a drink of rum soon.
Oh, we'd love that. Excellent. Well, thank you very much. That is the wrap up of the webinar. So thank you to all of the hosts for the fantastic presentations and to literally transport us to all of the little islands. Thank you to Tanisha for taking the effort to come on and to sort of show us your hotel. We really appreciate it. So thank you very, very much. And thank you to all the agents for taking the time again to come and see us. We've had a big worldwide webinar again today. So thank you very, very much, guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon next week.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Thanks to all the agents. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye from my side of paradise.
Bye from my London paradise. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.